Hey everybody, little surprise for you guys, alive randomly, because as you can see, I am wearing a sweater kind of top right now because I was cold all day today. Yes, I was. Inside, outside, in my other building, in my office, when I got home, cold all day. It is September 3rd, and so we are going to put away all of the summer clothes that I've already worn, and we're going to start the closet transition. And you can see that, like, I still have some spring and summer stuff, mostly summer, in the closet. That's all the stuff that I haven't worn yet, or the stuff that stays out all year round. So this is going to be like part one of the closet transition. So if you're here, let me know that you're here. We're just going to hang out. We're going to chit chat. I'm going to talk you through the process. I've done a lot of stuff like this on YouTube, and if you're watching this on YouTube, welcome back. This is the fall transition part one. I think I did this in reverse last year. I did like an abbreviated version of it where you actually saw me like hanging up the clothes. Now we're going to talk about a little bit more of how I organize them, how I hang them up, all of those things to kind of transition. I'm probably only going to work on it for about an hour. Mainly what we're trying to do is we're trying to empty out one of these totes so that we can make room for all the spring and summer stuff that needs to go in the tote. Again, this is like part one of that transition. So down here at the bottom, this tote, I don't know if you guys can see that. And yes, my room, I constantly have like little messes because one, my house is lived in. Two, I just delegate like chores to myself, like on a once a day basis. So if something is not on the priority list, then it just gets put off until I'm feeling extra motivated. So all of the like bags of just random things, just ignore with me. Okay. So I think we're going to start with this, tote here. There's like some miscellaneous stuff, but there's also miscellaneous stuff in this bottom, this one here. The one that I just showed you guys, which Remy is now standing on, is all shoes and boots. So we're going to not mess with that one because footwear wise, I'm still fine. I can wear flats, I can wear loafers, I can wear sneaks, all that's fine. We don't really need to get the boots out yet. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get some space cleared out in one of these two bigger totes to be able to fit all of this stuff in one and kind of just start to condense all the summer stuff down. So, I'm trying to decide which one I want to go with. I think I'm just going to start with this one because it's right here. And we're just going to slowly start to take stuff out. Move the cat, of course. Move. Whoopsie. Daisy. Okay, so this one is very heavy. It's very packed. But this one over here already has, I don't even know if you guys can see where my hand is touching or not. It already has spring and summer stuff in it. So I'm kind of like, do we want to just start with that one? I don't know. I'm not sure. We're probably just going to do a little bit of both, honestly. Let's just, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just open them both up. And you would think that after all the years that I've done this method of organization that I would have a little bit better way to keep it all straight. And, like, you would think that I would have my totes labeled or something to tell myself what is in them. I got so sick of like taping over it or writing over it that I just kind of stopped. Look at this right now. Like, do you guys see that? Look at. It's a nut, I'm telling you. Okay, so we're literally just going to start grabbing stuff. Of course, I will show it to you guys, but the key, so what we're really looking for in the totes is we're looking for long sleeve tops, long pants, and then skirts, I do have some sweaters out already, so the sweaters will probably keep in the totes for now just because it is still in the 80s. But the breeze was blowing today, and it was a coolish breeze, and I was cold. So I'm going to be wearing a jacket or long sleeves probably for the next, for the foreseeable future. And of course, we have to start wearing our spooky stuff too. So, some of this stuff I recently put into a tote. Like, these are both spring and summer pieces, so we're just going to kind of move those. I already wore this year. However, I really think this could be styled for fall, so I'm actually going to get it back out, and I've never done that before. Now, granted, it might hang in the closet until next spring when I wear it again, but I have been thinking a lot about ways to style this skirt, and so we're actually going to get it back out. But then a lot of my skirts are in here, and several of these I didn't even wear, so we're just going to go ahead and get them out because my Pinterest is full of skirts, and there we go. So yeah, I'm just going through and taking a look. Oh, I just realized, look at this. This little sweater has a hidden Mickey on it. That's so fun. Might as well get that out anyway. And then so I have stuff like this. This is winter. This sucker is cozy. She's comfy. So this is winter. So this is not going to come out right now. We're looking for things that are, like I said, long sleeve but thin. Maxi skirts, maxi dresses, things that I could put a sweater with. So a sweater with a skirt with a jacket, something like that. We're going to do a chunkier layer up on top, maybe something a little bit cooler in the legs and the bottoms, so the legs can still get some sun on these warmer days. But if it is a really thick sweater, it's going to stay in the tote for now. And yeah, I hope everybody had a great Tuesday, and it's a short week, so that's great. These are pants, so we want those. Obviously looking for all of the dress pants. Vests, I'm not going to bring the vests out just yet. We're going to wait a couple more weeks for those. I think I'm going to bring this out just because look at the color of this. It's kind of that rusty orange. So that's really cute. So I think we're going to bring that out. All of my, like I said, I already have some sweaters out. So we're not going to, I'm just mainly looking for tops that are long sleeve. Maybe some dress pants, maybe some sweater vests. And this angle, I'm sorry, you guys, is not, it's not great. I know that, but most of you are going to watch this as a replay anyway, since I did not, announce when I was going live. So, this tote appears to be, oh, okay. So we've reached the bottom of one tote, and it is mostly sweaters left. I'll go ahead and show you guys. So it's mostly sweaters, some sweater dresses, and some vests. And like I said, I'm not going full on, riding boots and flannels because it is 80 degrees still. And, I'm going to an event this week where I want to kind of wear something, a mix between fall and spring. So there are still a few things that I want to keep in the closet. Keep it in the closet. Do, 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 do. Any MJ fans here? No? Okay, so we have a small stack of stuff here, but we still have not, uncovered the spring spot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and now condense more stuff into this tote. So whether that is shoes and boots to clear out one of the small ones and put some of the spring and summer stuff in there, or I'm not sure. So I'm gonna look through the second one now. We'll see what kind of pieces we find in the second one. And if I'm putting something in the closet, I'm just gonna move it. And like I said, I will show you guys what we're bringing out. Some of my... So I love summer, but my favorite time of year fashion-wise is fall. I love the colors. I love like the layered look. I love the sweater vest look. I'm really, really loving skirts right now. Like I said, my Pinterest is all skirts with sweaters and skirts with Converse and just lots and lots of skirts. And I don't really know why that is, but I'm not sad about it because... Okay, so we're going to move the Grinchy sweatshirt into winter because, obviously, this is a cute little dress that I didn't get to wear last year because I actually got it in the spring. So this is going to come out because I could put an orange long sleeve shirt or something under this and it would look so cute and fun for fall, especially Thanksgiving. Probably get that out. I don't know, that's a little questionable. This, of course, oranges. So we're looking for orange, burgundy, mustard yellow, all of the deep earthy tones. And it looks like this also has some shoes in it. So I found another vest. We're going to move that over. Found a sweater dress. We're going to move that over. So, like, I'm literally just condensing one tote into the other right now just to make room for the spring and summer stuff that needs a space. Now, something that I did do this year that I've never done before is after we got back from our Alaskan cruise, I actually vacuum sealed some of my clothes to make more room in the totes for the fall and winter stuff because as we know, fall and winter stuff takes up way less space than spring and summer stuff. So there's actually a vacuum sealed bag in the bottom of this tote and it has more sweaters in it. But what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put the spring and summer stuff in and then put the vacuum packed stuff on top of the spring and summer stuff because I'm going to be needing the stuff that's in the vacuum bag a lot more quickly, obviously now, than I'm going to need the spring and summer stuff. If you are new around here, you're new to the channel and are new to my processes of switching over a closet, it is a little bit of a puzzle piece. It's a little bit of a madhouse, sort of. Me trying to, like, mainly just trying to fit everything into the closet. I have a very generous husband who has let me take over both of the closets in the master bedroom. However, especially in the fall and winter, it gets a little bit tricky. So I've talked about it before, but I don't really think I've talked about it a lot on Instagram, so I'll go ahead and take a few minutes just to talk about and show you the closet, because I know back when I first started the vlog, I did do some closet tours, but I haven't actually done them in a while. But this is the main part of the closet. Up at the top, I have my joggers, and then I have all of my jeans across the top. The first set are, like, any, pattern jeans, colored jeans, or things that are, like, not traditional jeans. So, these black ones are, like, a wide leg cargo pant that I got. There is a pair of white jeans there. There's a pair of red, pink, So any color, any pattern. Then we have distressed jeans, not distressed jeans, which is the ones that I wear to work. And then finally, like ankle cut jeans, white denim and regular, like ankle length jeans. And they almost all of them have a little bit of distressing. Then in the actual closet, we go from red to black in color order and in sleeve order. So starting with tank tops, t-shirts, long sleeves, and this has already been cleaned out. I went through the other night. I tried on every single piece of clothing that was in this closet, and if I liked it, it stayed in here. If I didn't, it went to the bye-bye pile. So I did make a post yesterday. I put a poll in my, or no, I don't think I did the poll in my stories. I'm going to add that. If you want to do a closet and be a part of my closet auction, I'm thinking about doing a live sale. That's an auction. Because I have 3 bags full of clothes that I really would like to give a new home. And if nobody's interested, then I'm just going to sell them in my normal sale. So then on the other side, which is going to be really hard for you guys to see. There we go. On the other side, we have blazers, shackets, and then moving this way, we have all my cardigans, and then jewelry and belts. Up on top, you can see the hats, bathing suits, and all that is on top. And then also in that second part of the closet, that is where I put all of my pants, and skirts and dresses are in the first part of the closet. So this is all tops, and then behind the doors are skirts or dresses and then skirts. Some of the skirts had to go in the other side just because there wasn't enough room. So let's get back to the totes. Oh, also I have an entire wardrobe. In here is nicer sweaters and then lounge sweatshirts. Down at the bottom in the drawer is all my sweatpants, and then these are my holiday festive wear things. So Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Halloween, all the things. So back to our totes. The bottom one is all jackets and blazers. We're not going to mess with that. I have enough to get me started for the fall season, so we're not going to touch the bottom tote. What we're going to do is we're going to put all of this stuff into this one, and hopefully it all fits. If it doesn't, then I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do. But we're going to take out the vacuum bag. We're going to put these 2 pairs of boots over here on this one to make more room for ourselves. And the reason also I switched to all clear totes was so I could clearly see what was in all of the totes. And it has helped, but part of it is there's just so much, and based on where I have them stored in my room, still sometimes I have a hard time seeing, so I still kind of end up thumbing through it. Okay, so we're going to move this out of the way. This is still pretty vacuum sealed, even though I did it over the summer. But to continue on about the auction, if you are watching this video and would like to participate, just comment yes. I don't know when it's going to be yet, but and it's still in like the early stages. I haven't fully committed to doing it one way or the other. I just have a lot of clothes that I think, you guys have seen here on the page. And so I feel like you guys would like them in your own closet. But like I said, still in early stages of development, as we say. And when I go to hang all of this stuff up, the fall stuff, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the spring stuff. If I try it on and I do not like it, I'm just getting rid of it, because I get so annoyed when I have these clothes hanging in my closet for a really long time, and then I go to wear them and I don't like it. And I'm like, you've been taking up space for why? Like, you've been there the whole time and I didn't even like you? What? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So, there's also a small pile of stuff on the other side of the bed, past all the spring and summer stuff, and that's all stuff that we're going to hang up as well. So, we can keep chatting for a little bit, but then I'm probably, by the time I get all this stuff folded and put in the tote, that's probably going to be the end of part 1. So, I might be back on here tomorrow to show you guys the fits, talk about how I would style everything, and then actually hang it all up. I don't have my watch on me to know what time it is right now, if it's like 10 or close to 10. I'm not really sure. So, like I said, we're going to chat for a few more minutes, see how quickly I can get these done, and then, yeah, or what I might do is I might go ahead and end this live recording and film a compilation, and then you guys can just go watch it on YouTube. Like, this would be part 1, then part 2 would be the actual, like, folding everything up. And actually, you know what we could do? Let's talk briefly about folding, because for those of you who don't know, I used to work at Aeropostale way back in the day. Wasn't way back, it was like when I was in high school, so, you know, almost, we did the math the other day. I graduated in 2013, so 11 years ago, and I worked at Aeropostale when I was a junior and a senior in high school. And so, naturally, part of working in retail is you have to fold a lot of clothes. And, your folding is key, especially if you're storing your clothes the way that I do. So if you're like me and have a maximalist wardrobe, then you need to know a lot of folding hacks. So we will use this top as one place to start. So this top, I don't know if you guys can see it. There you go. Has like a floral applique on the front. And so with these, I always fold it with the appliques facing each other, and then in half, and then usually in half again. This wraps it up nice and soft, and you don't have to worry about the appliques like getting ripped off or bumped by something else, because it's just wrapped up in itself. And the flatter you can get something, the better, obviously, because it's going to take up less space. So I always usually fold in half hot dog wise, and then in half hamburger wise if I can. However, which way. So, like this one, it's going to be, like, either way you do it, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to go long ways first. Long ways. And then short ways. And I try and stack things that are the same size on top of each other for the most part. So that way I can have more, like, okay, so this is a jumpsuit. It's my gray jumpsuit. I'm still going to do the same thing. I'm going to go long ways first, which, since this is a jumpsuit, some of you are probably like, you did long ways second, but I fold it like from left to right, or on this one I fold it from like the sleeves over each other, and then I folded it at the waist, and then I'm going to fold the legs again. Now this is a 3 folded one, so I'm going to start like a new stack on the other side of like the longer pieces, so that way things can stack on top of each other. It just like saves more space, I think, if you can stack things with similar shapes and sizes. Then the tote like lays more evenly. Fold in half. And then another trick that I learned working in retail is when you're folding your t-shirts and your jeans too, always like pull out the neckline before you tuck it in. So I folded it and I am pulling like the neckline out. Then if you want to get really fancy, you tuck in the sleeve and then fold it in half. But most people don't do it that way. But you know, you only have to work in retail a short amount of time before certain parts of the process just become ingrained in your brain. For example, I hang all of my clothes with the hanger going into the closet, so that way it looks like a question mark, and then all of the clothes hang facing out. So when I'm looking through my closet everything is front facing as I scroll or swipe or whatever this motion would be in a closet from right to left. And that is super helpful because in the sale that I sell in, that is how they are all tagged as well, with it looking like a question mark and everything moving from right to left. Or it, like, you know, you're moving clothes like this and you're seeing the front. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how I fold this romper, because with all the buttons and everything, you can go either way, but my natural instinct is to actually go out, because the buttons, if they're unbuttoned, will kind of fold over themselves. Now, if the buttons were buttoned, I would fold it in. So it just kind of depends, and I'm not going to take the time to do the buttons. I will just leave it unbuttoned, and it can just lay unbuttoned. So yeah, we're not quite halfway through this pile, but we still have a lot of room in the tote, and it never ceases to amaze me how much less space spring and summer clothes take up in totes, and how, like, I could have 5 totes of fall clothes, but only 1 tote of spring and summer, and that's not an exaggeration. Okay, let's talk about something like this. So, can't even find the top. So this is a dress that I wore on our cruise, and it is a sand maxi dress. This could definitely be worn in the fall, 100%. Like, this is a piece that can stay out all year round. And, but since I've already worn it with kind of a more fall jacket, I know in my heart of hearts that I'm not going to wear it again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this with, like, I'm still going to put it in the spring and summer, because I want to get it back out in the spring again, and I might not wear it until the fall next year. But I have already worn it and styled it kind of in a fall way, and I know I'm not going to wear it again this year. But those of you who are not like me probably would wear it again, and you definitely could style that sand-colored maxi dress in the fall as well. Something like this bright purple dress, not so much. Definitely spring and summer. Now, something like this is a little bit hard with the straps to fold it, like, properly. But I just kind of, even if it's not perfect, I just still do like a 3 or a 4 fold. Oh, my Disneyland dress, guys. This is so cute. Oh, this dress was perfect for Disneyland. Definitely gave off Daisy Duck vibes. It was so cute and fun. Gosh, I love it so much. Oh, so great. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys an update. We have, like, essentially 2 rows full of clothes. And honestly, I'm pretty impressed by that. And I'm happy with... Oh, they're like right outside my house, y'all. They are right across the street. Yikes. Hope everyone's okay. But anyway. Do I think that all of these things are going to fit in the tote? Absolutely not. But that is okay. I think we will get a good start. This is another piece that I want to talk about with you guys, because denim is obviously very on trend, and these little jumpers are very on trend. You could put a sweater over this, style it as a denim skirt. You could put a long sleeve tee underneath and layer it and make it very, very cute for fall with boots. I did pair it with a long sleeve shirt underneath, so again, it's kind of back to that same, like, I'm not going to be able to get the variety out of it that I want this year in the fall. I'll end up just wearing it again in the spring and summer, so that's why, for me, it's getting packed away. Also, you guys I don't think you understand how many fall clothes I have. If I wore everything that I like in the spring and summer and in the fall, I literally, I don't even know, because I I can't conceive that reality in my brain because it doesn't exist, but I want to say that if I recycled all of the clothes that I liked, I would only need like 4 pieces. And that right there is the definition of a minimalist wardrobe. You rewear things that you like in multiple ways. So if you are watching this video and thinking, oh my god, she has so many clothes, she has too many clothes, how does she have so many clothes, why does she have so many clothes, then you probably could benefit or would be very successful in implementing a minimalist wardrobe. I, on the other hand, clearly cannot. I don't know if it's because my need and desire, want to buy clothes. I don't know if it's the feeling that I think the whole I can only wear an outfit one time, I never wear anything more than once, I think stems from the fact that I have so many clothes and I don't want to just wear the same 2 or 3 things over and over again, because then I would never wear all the stuff that I bought. And I think in my mind, that's my way of justifying, oh, I'm gonna wear it one time and then I'll wear it again next year. That's my way of justifying buying all the clothes that I buy. And, in my brain, I have to have a way or a reason for buying and owning as many clothes as I do. So, that's what I tell myself. Well, I only wear everything once. But in reality, I wear my clothes more than one time, just not in the same year, because I have so many clothes that I want to make sure they all get love. But yeah, I was with my sister-in-law over the weekend, and hey, this is my dress that I wore on the first day of school. So cute. She was like, you should do a video about your closet. And I realized that I hadn't done one of those here on Instagram for a while. And so thank you, Mallory, for the inspiration. And I hope that you are watching this video. Usually she watches them as replays, which is totally fine. Hey, we're just folding some clothes and getting some spring clothes put away and getting some fall clothes put in the closet, because the cool breezes have come to Ohio and I was chilly all day today. And so that means it is time to officially switch over the closet from summer and fall. So we're just folding up all of the clothes that all the spring and summer clothes that I've already worn. Because when I wear something, once I get to a certain point in the season, it was pretty much July 4th this year, I went through and everything that I had already worn that was spring and summer, I just took out of the closet and just made a pile. And then once I, get the feeling that fall is among us, I do this process where I put all the spring stuff in a tote. I get out some of the fall stuff to make room for the summer stuff in the tote. And this is probably just part 1. Part 2 is I have to try everything on, make sure that I want to keep it for the season, make sure that it fits me the way that I want it to, and then get rid of what doesn't. Let's talk about flannels. So I have lots of flannels, as many of you do, I'm sure. But I want to talk to you about the colors. So for me, this one, can she be muted down? Yes. However, for me, this one is very, very bright. And I prefer darker colors in fall. You could definitely bring out the navies in this. But for me, I keep this one in my spring stuff. It's a great little throw it on with some jeans and a t-shirt, as the weather is kind of starting to get warm, but you need a little jacket. Or if it's, people have started to put on their air conditioning and you just are going to be a little bit chilly, you can just throw on that flannel. But obviously flannels are a big staple of fall. So I definitely think you could go either way. But I would recommend just watching your colors And because when we get into fall, we really start to see more of the muted, like I was saying earlier, kind of those more earthy tones, the browns, the sage, the olive, the mustard, the wine, the burgundy, all of that. Guys, we are almost through the pile. I really think it's going to fit all in one tote. I am shell-shocked right now. I did not think that we were going to get to this point in one tote. Now, granted, there is still more stuff in the closet to fit in. However, I have fit a lot more in this tote than I thought I would. We are getting close to the top. I've got maybe room for one more thing on each row. So I'm trying to, again, fold those pieces and get them as small as I can, and then put them on top of things that are the same shape or size to best condense everything down. This is another thing, these jumpsuits and like rompers, rompies, whatever you want to call them. I folded up a gray one earlier that was a tank top. This one is like overalls, which overalls are definitely a fall thing. But look at the print. The print is floral. It's pink. You're going to put a light colored shirt underneath. So either a pink or a white. And for me, that's spring and summer. Also the fabric. These are like comfy, but they're really, really light. And so that always makes a difference too. For me. Here was this cute little Walmart dress. And this Walmart dress, I don't think I got to wear it last year because I didn't really have an occasion. Ooh. Okay. Now there were a few things that were in the spring and summer tote that I pulled out to hang up. And I think for time purposes, I'm actually going to be done for tonight. But tomorrow, probably, we are going to try all of these things on, decide if I want to keep them or not, and then hang them up in the closet. If you want to come join me, you know where to find me. But I probably am going to get settled in for bed for right now. I am just going to put this, that vacuum bag right on top of that tote. And honestly, it fits quite stunningly. Like, that could not have been more perfect, actually. And then we can put these lids on, but honestly, I'm probably not even going to worry about it because clearly we have a lot more to do. So, I think I'm going to wrap this video up, but this was just a fun, like, let's fold some clothes, let's talk about folding tips, let's talk about organization, let's talk about the closet here on Instagram, because like I said, I've been doing a little bit of that over on YouTube, but not so much here. So, like I said, tomorrow you can tune in for part 2, which is going to be the try on. We'll talk about how how I would style it, where I would wear it, all of those things with the pieces coming into the closet. And, yeah, so we'll hang out, we'll chitty chat. And if it's not live, then you can look for it on YouTube. So if I don't go live, just check YouTube in a couple days, because I might have just decided to go over there and just kind of record and splice and things. But you guys know that I like going live with you. I have no problem like stepping off camera and then stepping back on to try things on, whatever. But before I get off of here, when I'm thinking about what I'm going to keep versus what I'm going to get rid of, it is 100% personal preference. I try it on, I look in the mirror, and if I am not 100% happy with how it fits for whatever reason, maybe it accentuates my belly too much, maybe it doesn't accentuate my booty enough, maybe it's too low cut, maybe it like is all torn up from my cat and I just don't like how that looks, maybe it is a crop top and I don't want it to be a crop top, maybe it is too short, maybe it's too tight, whatever the reason, then I'm just getting rid of it. Because again, like I said earlier in this video, you should feel 100% confident, happy, and your clothing should bring you joy. That's part of why we wear what we wear is because it brings us joy. And if you're not feeling joy in an outfit or a piece, then just say bye-bye, because it might bring somebody else joy. And that's where I am with the clothes that I'm getting rid of. So again, I'm going to post a poll to my stories. Let me know if you would want to watch, listen, take part in a live auction closet sale, because if so, I'm going to get everything organized, and we'll be doing it very, very soon, because whatever doesn't sell is getting sold like in the middle of October. So it's going to be a quick turnaround. If you want an auction sale, let me know here. Let me know in the comments on YouTube. Let me know in my stories on Instagram. But I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll hang out. We'll try on some fall stuff and put it into the closet. See you guys then.